Be here again. I'm sorry, I am joining really late, and that is because the network decided to. network decided to just ruin my day, the normal Nigerian factor, and this one looks like village people. So please, because I'm late, I will have to wait for everybody to join because it's no fault of theirs. So we are waiting. Sandra, please inform people, let them join. I'm sorry it took a while. Network just decided to. hey, I don't know whether it's the weather, but if you are here already, you can drop a message. You can just say do. Do is usually our password. For those that have attended most or all of my trainings, they know that is my password. So we are back on here. Uh, please put it on the group chat. These delays really disappointing, but what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? So sorry about that. And also, we're also going to be sharing the link of this training. So if you're not able to meet up for one reason or another, you still have the chance to watch this live later. If you're here, you can just drop a message. Let's know you are here. If you're here, just drop a message. Drop a message. Let's welcome you. Let's welcome you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good to have you, Sharon Tata Vika. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So we're sorry we're starting late, but we need to wait for the rest as well. We're not happy that we are starting this late, but the Nigerian factor, it is what it is. We just have to we just have to we just have to consider all. We're really sorry that we're starting late, but like I said, it is never too late, especially when it comes to sharing knowledge, um, when it comes to benefiting from real estate knowledge wise. Um, it's never too late. So we are using style to wait for the others because, like I said, we joined really late. Village people decided to village people decided to disturb um, village people decided to disturb our training, but God passed them. So we're waiting for the others. We're waiting for the others. We're waiting for the others. We're waiting for the others to join us. we are waiting for everyone to join. So in the next 3 minutes, if we don't see everyone, we will begin anyway. We will begin. If you're just joining us, drop a message. Let's know you are here. Just introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Let's know you are here. Let's know you are here. We have so much to cover and we have very limited time. We have so much to cover, very limited time, but we go by our side, we know now very small thing, we will cover everything. If you are here, drop a message. If you are here, drop a message. Blessing of Rohit, you're welcome. See my people, they fall in. Oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I know, I know the fault is mine. I didn't start early, so it will be very unfair to start immediately when some people have joined and left. So we are waiting for them. We are waiting, we are waiting, we are waiting. So if you are here, just introduce yourself and make yourself comfortable. And another thing, you need to congratulate yourself for being here because this is going to be one of the best real estate training you have ever encountered. I'm saying this confidently because I know that I have cooked. I know that I have cooked and I really need to deliver. If you're just joining us, drop a message, introduce yourself. Let's know you are here. Let's know you are here. 1 minute more and we begin. If you're just joining us, just drop a message so that we know you are here. You can just introduce yourself, or you can say the password. And the password for my trainings are Dudu. You just say Dudu. I know you are present. For those that have attended my training, they know that's my password. Just drop Dudu in the comment section. Hmm, I see you. Omotayo, I see you. Olabisi, I see you. I have a lot of powerful realtors, people that can sell water to a well. It is going to be a very full class today. It's going to be an insightful class. So, like I said, 1 minute is almost up. Even if it is just two persons, we begin. I think we've waited enough. I cannot wait to offload all I have set aside for today's training. It's good to have everybody here. I don't think I have any introduction because a lot of you know me, but for those who do not know me, I am Mayomi Williams. I'm the MD CEO of Cozy Havens Limited, a trusted real estate development company in Nigeria. And the essence of this 3 days real estate masterclass is to provide a real estate insight that you can never get from anywhere. And I usually say this confidently before my class. I know the type of trainings that I dish out. If it is not coming directly from Mr. Property, it can never be. So different people with their different knowledge that they are sharing, but what I am going to give out is unique to just my training. So if you are here, type congratulations in the chat. Type congratulations, type congratulations, because at the end of the day, you are going to be happy you are here. It's going to be one of the best decisions you have ever made as a realtor. It is going to be an insightful class, and at the end of this training, I want you to be the one to use your mouth to confirm that I have not gotten this kind of training before. So I want us to jump in. Now, is this supposed to be a regular training? We are starting already. We cannot wait any longer. I don't want a situation whereby this is going to be like your everyday training. I want a situation whereby when you get to this training, you are getting something different, because when they say a real estate master class, 3 days real estate master class, the usual thing you are expecting to hear is the normal real estate, blah blah blah. But this training is going to be different in the sense that I'm not going to be training you on the regular things on real estate. Instead of starting with that, I want to talk about something you don't get to ever see in any real estate. And the reason we are starting with this is selling as a realtor, being a top closer as a realtor. Start more from here. Start more from here. If your mindset as a realtor is not right, trust me, you're wasting your time. If your mindset as a realtor is not right, you are wasting your time. And a lot of times, realtors get to ask themselves, how I know this person, I speak better than this person, I package myself better than this person. In fact, I'm more fluent, I have a better communication skill. What does this person have as a top realtor that I do not have? And you get to weigh it. And sadly, a lot of these things are true. You look at this other person, and you're like, I can do better. If this person can do it, I can do it. The secret that the top 1% of the 1% do not tell you is their mindset is different, is reprogrammed, is different from your mindset. And what are we starting with today? We are starting with what is called mindset mastery. If you're just joining us, type congratulations in the chat box, because at the end of the day, you are going to be happy you joined this training. We're going to start with what is called mindset mastery. What differentiates the regular realtor from the top 1% realtor? Remember, it is the same 24 hours that you have as a realtor, that other realtor, the top 1%, is the same 24 hours. And you ask yourself, how are they able to achieve so much? If you scroll, you see their videos. If you go on YouTube, you see their video. On WhatsApp, you see them everywhere. And it seems that God gave them extra time to work. But the truth is, God did not. You have the same 24 hours. The only difference is they have a better disciplined time management. But before we get to time management, let's talk about mindset mastery. And number one on my list here is what is called identity engineering. Identity engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, this secret I'm about to give you goes beyond my age. It goes down to generation, from one generation to another. The wealthiest people, the richest people, the inventors, the biggest people you know, they all follow this. And this is what differentiates the very, very rich. And this does not apply to real estate only. I'm sure a lot of you have seen videos of law of attraction and the rest of them. And you think, well, it does, these things don't work. Now, it does work. So before I now start telling you about sales, this, that, we need to wire ourselves. Let's talk about preparing your mindset for the right thing. You are here. I can as well start this training with you need to do this to get this to get this. No, I need to have you in the right state of mind. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is identity engineering? Identity engineering. Now, before I even talk about the definition of identity engineering, I need you to type becoming. I'm typing it myself. Becoming before doing. Becoming before doing. Becoming before doing. Becoming before doing. You need to become before you do. Becoming before doing. Now, I can remember a very, very good saying by Joe Dispenza. Okay, thank you. Somebody have typed it already. Becoming before doing. 1 minute. I need to arrange my scripts. I need to arrange my modules. I need to be sure that I don't want, because I want us to be very fast. We have so much to cover and very limited time. Sandra, please timer so that I don't. You're watching it, Abby. So please, I don't want to waste so much time on a particular. So just signal if you need me to move to the next module because we have so much to cover. Sandra, are you watching? I'm in your system. So just signal to me. So there's this saying by Joe Dispenza. He said, "You do not get what you want. Hmm. You get what you are." So what I mean by identity engineering is you need to become like you already became it. This I'm going to sound like a motivational speaker, but this is not what a motivational speaker will do. I need you to I need to put you in the mood for what you're about to get in this real estate masterclass. You need to become that thing you want to become. If you want to become the richest or the most popular or the best realtor in the world, you need to before you before you need to before you start before you start doing things, you need to become it first. Joe Dispenza said, "You don't get what you want, you get what you are." So, what do I mean by identity engineering? Identity engineering, it means intentionally reprogramming. Sandra, is there any glitch? Mhm. It means intentionally reprogramming how you see yourself as an individual, ladies and gentlemen. How you see yourself so you can naturally act in line with your next level. If your next level is to become the best realtor in Nigeria, how do you walk? How do you talk? How do you dress? How do you smell? How do you network? How do you relate with people? Ladies and gentlemen, you become like you already became it. Number one reason why realtors are not doing well is because it's not that they don't know the product. I am supposed to start this training with Novaro Hills. It's located in Ido, Ibadan. I'm sure you just start yawning that, guys, sell what you want to sell and let us go. No, this is not what I'm going to do. I want to pour into people, and for people that have attended my training, they know that I don't like my trainings are not regular. So there's something called a big shift. You need to take a big shift from doing to being. Now, this is how many realtors are. They believe the reason they are not doing well is because they are not doing more marketing. They believe the reason they are not doing well is because they are not doing enough content. No, the difference between that type of person and a top realtor is they act like, because when we get to content creation on the third day, you will know the difference between attracting a client and chasing a client. The top 1% do not chase, they attract. You cannot attract if you don't become what they want to see. You cannot attract people if you don't become what they want to see. Okay, eventually if they get to your timeline, what do they see? Do they see a struggling realtor? Do they see a realtor who is not accountable? A realtor that likes excuses? With me, do they see a realtor that likes excuses, that is talking about the reason we're not able to deliver? No. If they see you, how do they what comes to their mind? Oh, this is a best-selling realtor. This realtor is doing well. They scroll. Do you create content that holds them? Do not see yourself as somebody whose job is to sell land. You need to see yourself as an advisor. A lot of people will say, ah, sir, when I get to your page, I don't really get to see a lot of sales content. And I tell them, only 20%, and it is intentional marketing. Only 20% of my content is come and buy. I need to I need to be what people I need to be the type of person people will buy from. So what do I do? I do valuable content. People need to get educated. You see my client saying, Williams, there's a problem. I've seen the video of this problem. You need to do a content on it. And immediately I hear that, that is one of the best form of content. Solution providing content. I don't want to deviate into content. But and by doing that, when somebody looks at my video, they see an authority. This person is an authority. This person looks like someone I can buy from. Do you understand? Difference between the 1% and the regular is a client can comfortably buy from the 1% because they feel they know better about real estate than somebody who is saying, come and buy, come and buy, come and buy. You need to carry and see yourself as a wealth creator, as an advisor. Do you understand? You need to see yourself as a bridge. Let me type that, like a bridge of trust, a bridge of trust. That once they see you like this, every doubt they have, they can cross over because we're a bridge of trust between the client and their dream. That we take them from one end, which is their dream, to land ownership. Once they see your video like this, let it let it let it catch their attention. And the best way to do that is by attracting them. Let me give you an example. When you go to the hospital to see a doctor does not just give medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, a doctor does what? A doctor gives you hope. As a realtor, don't sell land, sell peace of mind, sell future security. I was still discussing this with my team today, and I said, please don't sell the present, don't sell what people can see and feel. Sell the end product, sell the location, sell what they tend to gain. A lot of you drink Red Bull, abi? Have you ever seen an advert of Red Bull saying the price of Red Bull is this? No. They'll tell you if you drink Red Bull, you will fly, abi? That is the end product. When you see Coca-Cola advert, what do you see? They talk about satisfaction. They don't even mention anything about the product. You will never see an advert where they will tell you about the product. They sell the end product. What are they? So that whenever you think, when you are thirsty, what comes to your mind? Satisfaction. Which drink gives satisfaction? Coca-Cola. Ladies and gentlemen, identity engineering. So please, you need to limit your belief. Number one, I wrote it down here that apart from seeing yourself as a wealth advisor, you don't just say I'm a wealth advisor. It is the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself. And when we probably get to later in the training, I'll be teaching you guys about creating a script. I'll be training you on creating an elevator pitch, a call script, a WhatsApp script, a DM. Because a lot of times, most of the time, the issues I have to deal with a lot of realtors that consult me is the language they use. The language they use. They chat with a client as if they are chatting with a fellow realtor. They chat with that professional line is not there. And that is why I said you need to become before doing. The difference between the top realtor and the average realtor is the average realtor they do before becoming. You have to become the go-to person. Let them see you, let them see professionalism, let them see an authority. Do a video, start with a controversial statement and back it up with facts. Hmm. Wow, who is this guy? Let me follow this guy. A lot of times I've seen a lot of influencers and you follow them because you see authority. You see, whereas a lot of these guys, if they don't tell you they are just starting, you will not know. What have they done? They have attracted you. Let me cite an example. A, an average realtor will just say, "Ah, I sell land and houses." What will a top realtor say? My role is to guide you into a safe and a profitable investment that builds generational wealth. You see, Little things that you don't pay attention to, those keywords, the ones you put before your intro, in the body of the language and how you end it, it shows, it gives people a mental picture of who you are. Let's go to module two. Now, module two, we're going to talk about mindset mastery. Another problem, please write this down. Another problem realtors are facing is what I call eliminating limiting beliefs. The limiting beliefs in this industry is way too much. Like I tell my people, anywhere you hear people say negative things, ah, can't you see the economy is hard? Please stand up from that area, stand up from that location and run. Do not sit around conversations like that. The same Tinubu economy that you're saying economy is hard. The houses that Otedola bought for his children, was it not sold by a broker? Eh? Please, can you imagine the commission that person will get? Do not sit around people that say things like, okay, somebody said please, number two. Number two is eliminating limiting beliefs. Eliminating limiting beliefs. Now, the common limiting beliefs that a lot of you hear is, "Ah, clients won't trust me. You know, I'm new in the industry. They don't know me. They don't know my brand." That is a limiting belief. Another limiting belief that I hear a lot is, ah, that location is too far. Nobody will buy. It's a limiting belief. Another limiting belief that I used to hear a lot is, I don't know enough for people to buy from me. Replace number one with client. Replace the number one belief, clients won't trust me. Replace it with, I build trust by providing documents, facts, and transparency. The language, how you carry yourself, how you say these things with confidence, it changes the mindset of whoever is listening to you. Do not, I repeat, do not sit where anything negative is being said. You hear, ah, in this Tinubu economy, stand up from that location and reposition yourself, because all of these things they help fuel your limiting beliefs. They help fuel low self-esteem. They help fuel you reaching your goal. I'm sorry to say this, and I am not sorry again. If the people that say these things are your friend, you wake up to hearing these things because it is the things that you take in. Your inputs determines your output. When you wake up and you listen to this, ah, it is raining outside again. There's no money outside, oh, the country is hard. This one, when you wake up to such conversations, to such information, trust me, your subconscious mind, it takes this information and it creates a reality. If you don't believe law of attraction, that's left to you, but I need you to go and do thorough research on law of attraction. Please always be in the midst of positive people. If you have a group of friends that are like that, you need to relocate. Or I'm sorry and I'm not sorry, look for a new set of friends. You need people that talk about value. The time we have is very limited. If not, I'm supposed to go into affirmations. I'm supposed to go into mirroring. The biggest people you know in the world, the richest people, the wealthiest realtors, people in the financial field, they all do this. They do a lot of mirroring. They talk abundance. So we're supposed to do a different training on abundance mindset. That is a different training entirely. So that when your mind is wired and reprogrammed right, you cannot wake up one morning and say you will not sell now. Do you understand? You are reading out your affirmations, you are telling yourself what you want to achieve. Today I get to meet billionaires. Today I get to close the biggest deals of my life. You are saying these things to yourself and you are practicing them. Please, I don't even want to go into abundance mindset. That's a different training entirely, and that will take a longer time because I'm really passionate about that. But realtors, you need to reprogram yourself and wire yourself right. Do not stay in the midst of conversations. Like when you are hearing, Ibadan is too far, this one is too far. Please, my people, some people sold the Beduleki, some people sold the Beduleki in 2010 and 2011. Sure, you know. Yes, some people sold that location. Imagine how far Beduleki was back then. People sold it like crazy. So please, what's your excuse again? So when you are saying Ibadan is too far, replace that with, for example, let me even use my own estate as an example. If some people are saying, Ibadan is too far or Edo is too far, you change that language. If the client is saying, so place is too far, we still talk more about this when we're handling objections. In fact, I have more than 60 objections that realtors, these are common objections. All the 60 objections, I don't think there are any objections outside the objections and answers are prepared. So that even if you don't know what to say as a realtor, if I give you all of those objections, you know the professional answer to say it. Because there are three ways of answering a client. Number one is acknowledgement. You acknowledge. You acknowledge. They are called the three A's. They are called the three A's. Acknowledgement. Number two is address. Number three is ask. So when we get to objection handling, we will cover that. But in my own case, I replace the three A's with what? With empathy, clarity, and call to action. So instead of me acknowledging, like, you know it's too far. I know it's far. No, I will not say I know it's far. I know exactly how you feel. Edo looks far, but the truth is, Edo is the next hotspot. What have I said? I empathized. Now, what's the next thing I did? I addressed. And how did I address? That's why I said I'm not going to use the three A's, which is acknowledge, address, and ask. Rather than just address, I provide clarity. The difference between the top selling realtors and the regular realtor is the regular realtor will argue. And when you start arguing, what does the client do? They put their defenses immediately. They see you as an enemy. People like when people agree with them. You guys are on the same page. Do you understand? When you now start arguing, they say, nah, and you are thinking it's far. Oh. It's not far. You don't, it's just around the corner. No. Answer professionally. You acknowledge by empathizing. Then what's the next thing you do? You provide clarity. The difference between regular realtor and if a top realtor sees an objection, they are happy. If a client gives me an objection, if it is possible for me to drop that phone call and dance, I will drop that phone call and dance. Why? Objection equals opportunities. If a client is giving you an objection, it shows the client is paying attention. The client wants to know. A lot of realtors, we see it as defenses. You put up your defenses. You see the client as an enemy. The marketing is, look at the rubbish this man is telling me. After all I've done. No, the person's telling you this land is too expensive. The next thing, you put up your work. No, the three A's, but we get to that. So Edo is the next hotspot. What Lekki was 2 years ago, sorry, what Lekki was 10 years ago is what Edo is today. What did I do? I empathized, I provided clarity, and I will now end it with a call to action. Would you like to schedule an inspection so that you can tell for yourself if Edo is the next best thing or not? So I am supposed to just answer, but no, I will now put in a very strong call to action. Would you like to? So that is acknowledge, address, and ask. So for most people that know me, I love physical classes. All this one I'm sitting down using my hand, it is not me. For those that have attended my physical class, I want you to type dodo. I want you to type dodo. They know my physical trainings are usually all actions, like an action film. Me sitting down like this is not my thing, but what can we do? What can we do? So For my physical classes, 8 hours, 9 hours, there's fire. But like I said, it is what it is. Okay, somebody asked 3 A's or what? No, not 3 A's. I said 3 A's. 3 A's. So the 3 A's means acknowledge. It means acknowledge. You acknowledge when a client has an objection or when you want to address a client. You first acknowledge by showing empathy. Then you provide clarity by addressing that concern. And then you now ask. How do you ask? Don't just ask. Ask with a call to action. So I think we've covered that. I'm trying my best to be very fast. We have so much to do. This mindset mastery on its own. I did a consultation not too long ago, and it was an 8 hours training on just mindset mastery and abundance mindset. That training was supposed to last us for 3 days. The CEO had to make it 1 week because real estate training. I'm sure a lot of you attend a lot of trainings. I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted to now start telling you about selling land, doing this. No, it's not me because 80% of our job is not even about the product. It's not even about the flyer. It's not even about the video. 80% of our job is having our mind reprogrammed right, having our mind the right mindset. But that is not the essence of this training. Now, the module three, let's now go to what is related to we are doing. And I promise you that if I'm able to finish on time and I have more time, I will go back to the mindset mastery. I promise myself, my trainings are usually long, and that's why I like physical trainings because I do not want you to come, sit and listen to all the things you've heard. Yeah, you've been to normal real estate class, you've heard this before. I don't want my trainings to be boring. Do you understand? So I said, okay, no, let me not bore people. Let me not go into the physical style. Let's do normal training. So I'm going to skip the next module. I think I still have a lot of time on my hand. 1 hour is quite a lot. So let me go back to the mindset mastery. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what your daily routine is like. Do you just wake up and tell yourself, God, I am up again. Bring clients my way from the north, from the south, from the east and the west? Or do you have a daily routine? I want to be a billionaire. I want to be Dangote. I want to be Otedola. Those people you are talking about, do they have a daily routine? If you want to become wealthy, you do like the wealthy. I was watching a video by Jim Rohn yesterday, and he said it is very simple. If you want to be successful, you need to study successful people, read about successful people, watch videos on successful people, replicate the daily routine of successful people. There are certain billionaires in the world that what they do is they copy other people's lifestyle, they just replicate it. Warren Buffett wakes up by this time, he does this, he does this, he does this, he invests in this, and they replicate it and they become billionaires. It is not a fluke. That is because they decided that I want to be disciplined like these people. For you to be among the 1%, you need to be like what the 1% is doing. I am not my trainings, I don't sugarcoat. I will not promise you heaven and earth. If you sell like this, if you start real estate today, tomorrow you become a billionaire. No. Those that started real estate, getting cars, flying abroad, they eat breakfast in Paris, eat lunch in Dubai. What do they do? They are disciplined. You cannot call them any time of the day. You cannot book an appointment with them any time of the day. They have a disciplined routine. And some of the major habits that have now become their routine is as simple as the amount of cold calls they make in a day, the amount of follow up they make in a day, the amount of inspections they do in a week, their role play. Do you understand? Their role play. What time do they wake up? Little things that we don't pay attention to. They wake up by this, they go for a morning walk, they say their affirmations. After saying their affirmation, they reply their mails. When they get to the office, they reply all of their WhatsApp. They make do you know the funny thing is the regular realtor, the regular realtor is usually more busy than the top 1% realtor because the top 1% realtor they understand that to make more, you give yourself more freedom. They work with freedom, they work with happiness. Do you understand? Some of them they use what is called the Pomodoro time management. Let me type that. The Pomodoro time management is a type of Japanese management technique. They work for like maybe 25 minutes, they take 5 minutes rest, they walk around, they do this. While some can say, okay, I will work for 90 minutes uninterrupted, take a break for 30 minutes. They work at their pace, no pressure. And because they're able to work at their pace, their mind is cleared. They can see clearly more than somebody that is always busy. You are checking Gmail. You don't have your daily goal written down. You don't have the things you hope to achieve written down. You don't even have a daily routine. You go to the office anytime you like. A lot of times I watch a lot of videos, you hear people saying I am the C a lot everybody's a CEO. But please find out what CEO do, all the things CEOs do. What do they do? What time do they wake? How do they discipline themselves? Little things, something as insignificant as drinking water every 1 hour. They sleep early, 8 hours every day. Do you understand? Family time. You think they don't need money, but the thing is because they are healthy and have a healthy daily routine, they make more. They close their laptop by certain time, they watch Netflix with their family at certain times. They have days they do appointment, they have days for site inspection. They are not always available. Thank God's call out of this. Where are you? Okay, can you take me to Ibadan now? You just say, okay, yes, let's go, let's go. You need money, I know, but don't let them see you that way. You need to, you need to attract the type of clients you want. Let them see you as a top professional. If a client see you as a top professional, what do? They will ask, when are your inspection days? Because with the way they are sizing you up, you don't look like somebody that is always available. You don't look like somebody that is always available. Now, for those that are here, I'm going to tell you that this 3 days master class is just the tip of the iceberg. I am doing this because a lot of people are saying, Mr. Property, we need you to pour, we need you to cook. I'm like, that is not what I'm planning. What we are planning, the type of training we are planning, we are bringing all the big boys on board. For digital marketing, we are bringing a digital marketing person. You don't know how to run sponsored ads, don't worry. You will see it live. Somebody will run it for you step by step. But let's cross this bridge first. Because like people said, Mr. Property, let's listen to you first. You don't know anything about construction. I was asking some of my real estate people, especially the interns, people that have been in the industry for like a year. I was asking them certain basic construction questions. And it's heartbreaking that they don't know it. Yeah. Our job is to sell land and houses. They don't they cannot even identify they don't even know what a raft is. As a realtor, you are supposed to be grounded. You are supposed to know everything about real estate. Don't tell me you are not an engineer. I'm not an engineer. Why should I know the meaning of raft? Why should I know the meaning of foundation? Why should I know the meaning of a terrace? Why should I know the meaning of a duplex? What's anti home? Anti home. Anti well, let's that are selling houses, brokers that are selling houses, let them know the meaning of anti home and all that. I'm selling land. What's my business? You are supposed to have a basic knowledge of everything relating to real estate. Most definitely we get there. We're not here to rush, but we are here to impact. I want a situation whereby after this 3 days master class, you should be looking forward to what is coming, because what is coming, we are bringing the best YouTube trainer in Nigeria. We are bringing digital marketers that will show you step by step how to run ads. We are bringing an engineer that is into construction. So you know have a basic knowledge. We are bringing a surveyor who can teach you, who can train you on a survey. You know how to interpret a survey. I know realtors that are 3 years, 4 years in the industry, they cannot interpret a survey. We are bringing a lawyer who will tell you about due diligence, will tell you about contract of sale, interpret each of these documents. So, like I said, it doesn't end with this 3 days master class. In fact, we are preparing the type of training you have never seen. And for those that know Mr. Property, I like to go the extra mile. Some call it over sabi, but I want I like when my people are loaded, when they are talking to me and who train me say, I was trained by Mr. Property. Back to our training. So as a realtor, give me an idea of your daily routine. What do you do daily? What do you do daily? A lot of people have different techniques, different daily routines. Some have an abbreviation called SAVER. Do you understand? Sleep, this one, journal. No, I don't have to create a daily routine for you. My daily routine might be different from yours, and it is possible for us to be achieving the same or similar end product. You don't need to copy anybody. You know where you live, Abi. You live at so place. You know for you to get to a client's place or to get to a certain place, you know the distance. So plan your day according to who you are, what you live, where you live, your lifestyle, and your resources. This training is not meant for the richest people in the industry. This training is not meant for the big boys that are getting cars and incentives. This training is meant for everybody. So when I say with the resources you have, yes, you have resources. What type of resource? If it is just your phone that you have, your phone is your resource. Please, for those that know me, I don't take any excuse. I don't take any excuse. You want to see the type of content we have done, have you? Please go to my videos in 2015. Go and look at the type of videos I was shooting back then. So your phone is your resource. Start from where you are. You know the beautiful thing about content is show me any video that is shot inside the sun that when edited it turns out bad. It's impossible. So please no this is a no excuse zone. Start with what you have where you are. Don't be looking you are in an AI age, you can change your background. Maybe you are in your house, you don't have an office and you don't want them to see your room. Do your video, shoot your video, then change the background. You can even use green screen abi. Green screen. Green screen will cover your background. The most important thing is post that content. Want to know the truth? You guys are making me go into content creation. The truth about content creation is the 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 videos and the content you are always hesitant to post are usually the best. They usually turn out. In fact, that's for me. I don't know about other people, but it always turns out like that for me. Any video that I do like that is terrible and I don't post them, when I eventually post them, the mileage is crazy. The visibility is usually more than posts that are well edited, remove this. I don't want them to see my pimples, remove the pimples, remove no. Pause that video. Resources. Work with the resources you have. Please don't join them in on making an excuse. Don't join them. Resources. Biggest people you know, they started like a regular person. No resources. No be everybody get rich uncle. Oh. No be everybody get rich uncle. Start where you are. In my last training, I did a training on Friday for a very lovely real estate company that I'm very close to, and I was telling them in that training that why am I even not that's why it's not even good to lie. I have people that are from the company I was. I have them in this training. They can testify. The period in my life when I was getting the best dressed in that company was the lowest period in my life. Thank you, Rohit. Somebody just said in the comment section, the person said, my first video on site was very terrible, but it has the most likes. You know why? In fact, after this video, a lot of you can go back to my YouTube, old YouTube videos. And what do I used to say in my YouTube video? I used to say, Mr. Property is known for bringing you a live video and not edited. That way you can see it live for yourself. Indirectly, I am making an excuse. I'm telling them my phone is bad though, I'm shooting it on site though, my face is not fresh oh. I'm already making an excuse. Go and look at the engagement of that post, of those posts, and compare with my videos now. Because now we have gotten to the level where we are bringing in videographers, the edit and all of that. Post that content. So back to what I was saying. The period where this company was celebrating me, like 4 years back to back, they were giving me best dress, best dress, best dress. But in my room, I'll go collect best dress. I'll come back to my house. I was drinking my gari. That was the lowest period of my life. And like I used to say, I dare anybody to come out and say they have seen me at my lowest. You will not know. You will not know whether I am suffering or not. That company, what am I even saying? Wait, let me even show you the awards. I think I have two of the awards here. They're still here. Ehen. Can you see it? Some of them they are still here. About two of them they are still there. The rest I think they've broken. I was getting best dressed back to back. Ladies and gentlemen, those period like this, I would drink my gari in the confines of my room. And the next morning, a lot of these people don't, they didn't know that I had just like maybe three suits. But the way I will combine my suits, I wear black jacket. I will rock it on gray pant trouser. Then I will now wear a blue jacket inside. The combo will be mad. And if I will iron it like this, everything will be looking so good. Because I don't want to give you an idea. I don't want to give you an idea that I'm suffering. If I tell you I'm suffering, will you give me a 1 billion naira check? I don't want to look like self pity. I don't want to look like somebody you are doing it. You are not doing me a favor. You are buying a land in your name. I want to look like the professional that came for your check, a professional that you are happy giving that check to. Mr. Property, it's a pleasure doing business with you. Then you give me a firm handshake because you are convinced that you just met a professional that will handle your real estate portfolio. I don't want to look like somebody that cannot handle a billion naira portfolio. Now only when I reach my house, I go know say that portfolio is the biggest portfolio I've seen in my life. Nobody will know. And this company was giving me best dress, best dress. That period, it was from one loan app to another. Was struggling to survive. But what's the difference? I was showing up. A lot of times I will use my money to travel from one location to another just to go and shoot video. But what I was turning up, I was showing up. Back then, there's this I used to get my tie on AliExpress. AliExpress. In fact, I bought so much tie on AliExpress that if not till today, I still get notification that you come and buy tie. I will go for meetings like this. The owner of that company will be saying, Williams, where do you used to get your tie from? Williams. I was an example. The way he dresses, the way he carries himself. But those early years of my life, after all of those compliments, I will reach my house with pride. I will eat the food available. There's no room for self-pity. There's nobody send anybody. Everybody have a battle. You have no reason to be entitled. You have no reason to set expectations. Yes, some people be angry. Their father, their uncle, their auntie, their cousin didn't buy land from you. They are buying from somebody else. Leave. Where is the entitlement coming from? They don't owe you. You don't look like somebody they can buy it from. Why don't you be the main attraction? Become before doing. Become who they will buy from. You want to know the difference? Now, why don't you try this? Look like look like someone that if they don't buy from you, any other body they buy from looks like that person is working for you. No, 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 no. Buy real estate. Do you know my brother? Do you know my sister? Go and check her Instagram handle. So build your reputation to a certain stage that if they don't buy from you, they will not sleep well at night. Why are you feeling entitled? My brother did not know. You have not positioned yourself enough for your brother to feel that it is wrong to buy from an outsider. Do you know how many clients I've come across that the client will say, and I have a cousin that does real estate too, but that girl, even with the way she dress herself, I'm afraid she will run away with my money. Look at that statement. Is the cousin not a realtor? What's the difference between Mr. Property and the cousin? They contacted Mr. Property because Mr. Property appeared to be an authority. Please don't give me an excuse that because you don't have money. No, become. Do you want to become the top realtor in Nigeria? Become that top realtor. Start looking like that top realtor before you now start doing. Start doing what that top realtor does. The top realtor does podcast. You to do podcast. The top realtor attends conferences. Start attending conferences. That top realtor does educational content. Do the same thing. Become it. Become that top realtor already before doing the things the person does, so that your uncle or your sister in London or America will not skip you and go and buy from somebody else. And how do you do that? By showing up. By showing up. The more people see you, the more it registers in their mind. The more people see you, the more it registers in their mind. You are not doing content. You are not doing anything. Once in a while, you just post flyer. Flyer in 2025. Just post flyer. And they will now turn on YouTube. They will see amazing ad. There's this saying that the best selling realtor are not the most knowledgeable realtor. Whether it is true or false, but there's an iota of truth in every fact. The best selling realtor are not the most knowledgeable realtor. But you want to know the best selling realtor are the most consistent realtor. They are the most visible realtor. A client wanted to buy a particular estate from somebody. The client now said, okay, before going ahead to buy from this person, let me check out this location. They typed that location and my video popped up. And when my video popped up, Ladies and gentlemen, in my video, I didn't do a similar video saying this estate is located in Mowe opposite the Christopher. You know, my own video that pop up was educating the client. I just noticed that somebody was liking all of my posts, all of my posts. I did a series on land banking. That person liked all of the land banking posts. I was not like, what's happening? And immediately I saw that that is a signal. The difference between a top realtor and a regular realtor will lead that kind of person. No. If you mistakenly like my post and you're a client, you will buy because I have a sales funnel for you just for liking my post. So he liked my post. I went to check out his profile to know whether he is a potential client or time waster. Ah, this one is in diaspora. This one is doing very well. I said, okay, this one is a potential client. What did I do? I sent him a DM. What did the client say? The client said, I was about sending you a message, but it shows you are proactive. Tell me more about this estate. And we took that our conversation. And when he said, tell me more about this estate, nah, I don't chat about land. There is power in the voice, the tonality. If it is voice note me or if it is call me, I will not chat and be telling you. So, Mowe Gov Town is located in. Oh, I will not be typing all of that message. When I can take you from that chat and put you on a call. And by putting you on the call, I've gotten your number. You have entered the sales funnel. I will follow you up via Instagram. I will follow you up via bulk SMS. I will follow you up via mail. You will buy at the end of the day. That is a difference. So I'm going to give you, like I said, I don't want this to be very long, but some of the little things that the very, very good top realtor do. I'm still going to come back to this, but like I said, we don't have time. I'm going to still come back to this because the other part of the training is very short. But this mindset mastery, oh my God. I really wish I have more time, but I have scheduled just 3 days. So maybe the other part of the training, in fact, the full-fledged training will be probably next week when we are bringing all of the experts on board. But I just said, let me touch this. Now, you need to set some time domination rule for yourself. The top 1%, what do they do? Some of them, what do? They block out an entire morning for prospecting. Some of them they block out an entire afternoon for prospecting. So they go to their phone and what do? They set it on focus. They set it on focus and they start calling. So every day they set out, okay, I want to make 30 cold calls, 20 follow up because they know that there is a universal sales rule that states that conversation leads to conversion. I need everybody to type that. Conversation leads to conversion. You are waking up and you're saying, ah, so what do I do today? Who do I call? No, start conversation. Go to your WhatsApp status. If your client, anybody that you know, post, if that person is capable of buying, comment on that post. If their children is doing birthday, oh, happy birthday to my little angel. Because what some of us used to do, we request for account number, we send their children birthday gifts. Ah, please, I'm just finding out late. Help me send account number, let me send my little angel a token. You see all those little tokens that you think is not important. A client of mine that I never seen, the first time we are seeing, he came to Nigeria to celebrate, sorry, for his mother's burial. The way I turned up at that burial, that's the first time we are meeting, but this guy have bought more than 12 estates from me. Please, I need you to type conversation leads to conversion. And my class are usually interactive. I need to be sure everybody is here. This man said, Mr. Williams, whatever you are doing, please, you must come for this burial. I said, say no more, sir. You will see me there. He said, person turn up. I turned up. The gift I bought, they didn't call Shegun Johnson, but I wish they called Shegun Johnson that day because I wanted to show that client that all your patronage, and finally you are now, I'm seeing you for the first time, and you are now doing something. I will spoil you, sir. You know what happened immediately after that burial? That man bought a house from me. Is how much did I spend at the burial? Compare how much I spent at the burial. Compare that to the commission I made from selling the house. You know what? Before that burial, they were already in conversation with another realtor about buying a house. Imagine if I didn't go for that event. Imagine if I didn't replicate the kind of love that kind of client has shown to me. The client said, Williams, I don't think my conscience and my wife would have forgiven me if I had gone with another realtor. Start that conversation. The people that you have written down, those leads that you have written down, go and look for them on LinkedIn. Search for them on LinkedIn, follow them. Give insightful contributions, comment insightful contributions. LinkedIn is not a place where you be putting fire emoji. Oh. You use fire emoji, please. I need just give me one Oraimo code. I will use Oraimo code original. I will put it on your back. In this 2025, you are going to LinkedIn, you are putting fire emoji for a client. You are joking. Go to LinkedIn, put in insightful contribution. On Facebook, Instagram, when they make a post, if it is not funny, laugh. Conversation leads to conversion. The more people you have to talk to in a day decides the amount of sales you make. Ladies and gentlemen, write this down. I'm even typing it. Leads, the volume of leads, the volume, the volume of leads does not, the volume of leads does not guarantee sales. The more conversation you have daily decides the amount of conversion. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know how many clients have said, Williams, this your timing is perfect too. I was just discussing land with somebody. And why did the person say that? Because I just chatted that person because I saw a post on WhatsApp or I just commented on Facebook or on Instagram. Just 2 weeks ago, a client I've not spoken to in a very long time. There was a time my phone crashed. I lost the person's number. But I remember that I'm following this person. I've not heard from this person. Immediately I got on that person's timeline. I saw a recent post. I went to comment and I sent him a DM. I didn't even know my DM was a request. But because I commented, what did the client say? Williams, I have been looking for your number up and down. Wow, long time. Call me immediately. And the rest they say is history. That call me. Imagine if I did not comment. So even if you like, some people they say I will sell 20, I'll give you 20,000 leads from Ikoyi Golf Club, Ikeja Golf Club. Even if you like, collect people, number of ministers in Abuja, collect all of that. It does not guarantee sales. It does not guarantee sales. For somebody like myself, I have over 60,000 leads. It got to a time I stopped depending on those leads and I started nurturing new ones. Leads, not be by leads. The more conversation you have. I don't have people that can buy real estate for me. I don't have to run sponsor that start with what you have. For guys, as much as you don't have an excuse, but for ladies, all of the all of the people you know, choir member, church, people making advances, pick up your phone. There's something called contact filter. Oh Jesus. I like when my trainings are physical. Type dodo. Please dodo. I need to know that everybody's with me. Type dodo. Type dodo in the chat, please. Dodo. 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 I need to be sure everybody's here. Type dodo. Type dodo. Type dodo. 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 That dodo is the food that we eat in our trainings. It usually energizes me to continue. Dodo. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, leave all of the people outside, leave them. Hmm? They will buy from you later. Start with you'll be surprised. The power of your contact, you will be surprised. The power of your contact, even if you have 10,000 contacts on your phone, sit down, dedicate a weekend, start. A, you see, oh, Mr. Aderibibe, you pick your phone, you call Mr. Aderibibe. Ah, you the Mr. Aderibibe is your cousin. Good afternoon, sir. Joy, how are you? Long time. How is everything? I'm fine, daddy. Oh, I'm fine. How is everything? What are you doing? I'm into real estate. Are you serious? Well, okay, where do you have your land? You'll be surprised. A lot of people are not buying because they are looking for one of their family members who is into real estate. Because they're afraid of an outsider scamming them. Okay, send me what you have. Some of them will say, oh, real estate. So you now say, please, your first call. Don't make your first call a sales related call. That's the mistake and another mistake a lot of people make. Your first call like this, the next thing is we have in so, we have in Badagry, we have in this. Ladies and gentlemen, don't do that. Your first call is to network back with them. You have lost contact. So you just everything is fine. We thank God, sir. So I was just scrolling to my phone. I just saw your number and I said, it's been a long time we spoken. No, it's good to hear your voice again. So how is mommy? How are my children? One of these days I'll come over. Very nice. We'll be looking forward to seeing you. It's your face that I'm seeing without collecting money like this. Very, very good to see you. You know when you now come in, your call to action will now be, thank you so much, daddy. Hey, daddy, I forgot to mention. You didn't forget to mention is you are making it a call to action. Yes, that I forgot to mention. In case you have friends that are into that needs house or land, that's what I'm doing. Oh, don't take my money outside. You are into real estate. No problem. I will have it in mind. So in fact, I'm even adding it to my broadcast list. Every now and then you'll be hearing from me. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't make that part of the conversation the first. I greeted him like I didn't want to sell to him or mention real estate. I ended my call with that. So that when he gets a broadcast from me, he will not be asking, who is this? Stop sending me broadcast. You pick up your phone again. So when you have a contact filter, this is another training entirely, but let's mention it as part of this training. Now you should have like 3 or 4 different categories. Your first category of people is those people that are certain that you are 100% sure are certain can buy from you. How do you know people that are certain that can buy from you? Forget that you are not interested in real estate. If they have the financial might to buy from you, I can convince somebody who is not interested in real estate but who has money to buy from me. But it is hard to convince somebody that does not have money and is interested in real estate. Do you understand? It is hard to convince somebody that does not have money and is not interested in real estate. You know what they call double wahala for the body? That's double wahala. So people that you know that you are certain this one, oble, this one's a puppet, this ones can buy. First call them, put them in that first category. Call these people first. All of these people are what they are your leads. They have the financial capacity to buy. I don't know what we are going to do, but I feel like giving a call script to everybody. I will give a call script and I will give a qualification sheet as well. Let me say I'm in a good mood today. I'll give a call script. If you have never sold real estate, you don't know what to say when you pick up the phone. Just read that script word for word. If you want to send a DM to a client, you don't know what to say, just read it or just copy and paste. Then if you want to know whether a client is interested or not, that qualification script will rate your call. It will rate your call. So the first category, and you're welcome, Roy. It will just have the first category are those that have financial minds. Those ones, they are your warm leads. They won't buy from you immediately, but there's something called top of mind marketing. Top of mind marketing. If you mistakenly enter Domino Pizza, buy pizza. Shebi the way they used to hunt you with their advert and their bulk SMS, ehen, this is the same thing that will happen if you call these people and when you create your sales funnel. Once you have called them, your contact filter, you have called them, how are you, how is everything, blah blah, just want to tell them I'm in real estate. Even if they don't have your number, you tell them, do you still have my number saved? Please, I'll be reminding you to follow up. Now that those kind of people, what do? You add them to a broadcast list. Now, when we get to WhatsApp broadcast, because a lot of people don't know how to use WhatsApp as well, we'll do a training on that. It might not be this part of this 3 days training, it might be part of the next training, but we'll do a full training on WhatsApp. There's something I call ROS, Realtors Operating System. I can't cover it in a 3 day training, but God help us. Let's just move in that direction. So these are your first category. Your second category are people that cannot buy from you, or they cannot buy from you. It's not because they don't have the financial might, but probably they have one engagement or another. Do you understand? They are working on a project. At the moment they are in school, they have another category. Another category is people that can't buy from you but are very influential. These people, you see them in all the A-list parties, A-list events. These people, they know influencers, they know people that can buy. Can you see the third category? All of just put them in different categories. Then you do your contact filter. Do not stop until you have called everybody on your contact. Everybody has a part to play. Everybody has a part to play. Before I launched my estate, I had a meeting with my family. I said, all of you are now marketers. You, you owe me 3 acres. You, you owe me 3 acres. You owe me 2 acres. You owe me 1 acre. You buy for yourself and you market. I want to be seeing your status. You understand? And you get your commission. Everybody. It is a joke, but I have already started in their subconscious mind that this is what I'm selling. Oh, you all have to represent me. Ladies and gentlemen, so that is contact filter. Now let's quickly talk about time domination rule. You can decide to block out your mornings for prospecting, you can decide to block out your afternoon, but please every single day, every single day. The problem with a lot of realtors is you are trying to do everything on a single day. All of your top realtors don't do everything on a single day. As a company, we don't do everything every day. Our Mondays, we use our Mondays, a huge chunk of our Mondays for content creation. And what do? We do content for the entire week. So you understand how it works. These people don't lump themselves with, maybe I have not done content of this, I have not edited this, I have not posted on this. No, don't take it easy on yourself. Decide that today you want to make so amount. That day is for prospecting, qualifying, follow up. Another day, decide to do role play. Have an accountability partner. Yeah, both of you role play. You swap. You pretend to be the client. You pretend to be the realtor. Do a role play. Then objections. You are now handle objections. So yeah, me, I will tell you that this land is too expensive. Oh yeah, answer me as a realtor. Then you record your conversations. The more you do this, the more familiar you get with all of these objections. You stop stammering when a client asks you, this line is too expensive. Little things that you think are, they are habits. They are regular things, so then they become habits. Then they become a daily routine. Then before then before you know it, they become a lifestyle. Before you know, you guys to wake up 8 o'clock before you start waking up 6 o'clock. Like, hey, there's nobody God cannot use. Oh. That's just because you have done it for 2 or 3 days. The third day like this, I'm sure a lot of you have noticed when you tell yourself that you want to wake up 6 o'clock and you wake up 4 o'clock. If this has happened to you, I want you to type yes. You first wake up 4 o'clock. It's not 6 o'clock yet. You sleep back. You sleep again. You wake up 5:30. That is because your mind listens to what you have programmed it. You have programmed it that you want to wake early. So your daily routine. Then you can decide to do. Some people used to say, let me. I'm trying to remember that language. But in my company, we call it time block. So when you say that time block, if I say I need 1 hour to myself, I don't want to receive any call within that 1 hour. Because that 1 hour, probably I want to use it to watch a YouTube content on sales, or I want to read a book, or I want to use to make sales call. Time block, I have blocked that time for myself. And what do? I just go to my phone, I put it on focus. Anybody trying to call me that period, the call will just be going back. Then you can decide to do follow up, you can decide to set appointments, you can decide to write a blog, you can decide. And let me not talk about content. When we get to content, we talk about email marketing, blogging, Google My Business, because a lot of us are leaving money on the table. Now, I've been asked this question severally, sir, regarding mindset mastery. What are the types of movies I can watch as a realtor? I'm going to touch more on this when I'm doing abundance mindset. When we begin, I'm going to cover this in full, but I know not everybody that is part of this training will be part of that training. So that's why I'm just touching on this here. So for movies, if you're a realtor, please you have to watch The Founder. You have to watch The Founder. You have to watch The Big Shots. You have to watch The Big Shots. You have to watch Pursuit of Happiness. And why do I tell people to watch Pursuit of Happiness? It's not so that you can cry. You. I want you to watch it so that you will know that where another person suffer ends is where another one person ends starts. So when you're trying to make excuse, because they said action is a luxury. For you to take an action for something, you must be very disciplined. Sorry, action is very hard, but excuse is a luxury. Everybody can afford it. No, sorry, action is a luxury. I mean, not everybody can afford to take an action. You know what? I want to start gymming tomorrow. I want to start. It's very expensive because not everybody can afford to do it. But to make an excuse, you can. I want to wake up 6 o'clock tomorrow. You now wake up that 6 o'clock. You now be like, it's drizzling outside. Let me make it Jesus, Jerry. Let me sleep for 10 minutes more. Action is a luxury. So if you think, so for people that think that they have suffered, they should watch Pursuit of Happiness. Then they should watch other movies. You should read books on the person that invented Yonda, or you watch movies or documentaries on someone that invented Yonda. You need to know how people that have done great things, the type of suffer they have suffered, so that when you now look at it from their angle, you now be like, ah, God, I thank you. I didn't suffer up to this stage. Hmm. Please, everybody's just watching. If you are here to like this training, like and subscribe. Sharp, 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 sharp. Like and subscribe. It's going to be a very. We are rounding up the training very soon because, like I said, I don't want it to be more than 2 hours. If we are to continue this training, we will not finish. We have so much. All of these ones that I'm just summarizing, we have so much to cover. So that's for, let's just say, let's end that for movies. For books, ladies and gentlemen, you want to be wealthy, you need to read wealthy books. You need to know how money works. You need to know how money works. You understand? They say money is a currency. It flows. But what they won't tell you is money flows to people that know the worth. Do you understand? Why is this person doing better? Because there are lots of jealousy in the industry. You see somebody just misbehaving. You don't know the level of work that realtor has put in, the sacrifices, the late nights, the rain. I'll be like this one that I know when she started, I know where she was living. You sabi talk other people's story, you sabi talk other people's history. You know the sacrifices they have made. You don't even want their shoe, you don't know anything about their life. And please, realtors, you need to stop that. This one that started real estate, no be by who start first though, no be by who start real estate first. I know people that started real estate less than a year ago. Do you know how many cars they have in their garage? So please, it's not by that. Stop the hatred, stop the jealousy, stop. You know what they call laser focus. Be laser focused about yourself that I have to succeed at all costs. It is better to be a reference than to be referencing other people and be comparing where you are with where they are. So, like I said, Jim Rohn said, if you want to make money, read books on money, act like money, do like money. If you want to be an engineer, study engineering. If you want to be the best in real estate, study real estate. Know everything there is to know about real estate. Study it. You want to make money, read books on money. I just share Rich Dad and Poor Dad. That's like one of the most popular books on money. You want to sell as a rector, read Sell Like Crazy. Sell like crazy. If you want to know how money works, read Psychology of Money. Should I go on? If you want to if you want if you are the type that makes excuses, ah, I didn't make 1 billion in sales. This country is hard though. No, the country is not hard. There are realtors that make 1 billion like on a regular. They don't make 1 billion in a week. Oh mama Ronu, they will get into depression. They make it like pure water. So if you are that type of person, read this book called Sell or Be Sold. Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. The summary of that book is when you pick up the phone to sell to somebody, it's either before you end that call, you have sold to that person. If you don't end up selling to that person have sold to you. That person has sold their excuses to you. They have told you the reason why they cannot buy and you have accepted it. So it's either you sell to them or they sell their excuses to you. That's just the whole summary of the book. And this is why you need to be a master of objection handling. Master of objection handling, qualifying a call. A company paid for role play, and I called two of the staff. I told them, yeah, you act as a client, you act as a realtor. Oh, yeah, call this person. And I was surprised. How long have you been in real estate? 3 years. How long? 2 years. And I was, because good afternoon, my name is so from so. Yes, you made an inquiry about our product. We have in so. We have in so. We have in so. After marketing the product, okay, okay, no problem. We'll book a site inspection. We'll take you there. I'm like, "Eh." And I said, okay, rate yourself. The one rated herself 7/10. The other rated herself 9/10. This is what we call 9/10. This, if I'm to rate you, this is 1/10. This is 2/10. But like I used to say, there are no wrong answers. Do you understand? Because if you say that, if I say I'm giving you two, that means I'm killing your spirit. No, my job is to motivate your spirit. But that sales call you just made is not good. That sales call you just made is below par for a realtor that have been in the industry for that long. A sales call is useless if there's no qualification. Why do I need to qualify? Why do I need to find out? Right. This training is for tomorrow, but the thing they do me like say me I touch am. I don't know make whether make I touch am. How can you make a sales call? No qualification. The secret of qualification is that the person will give you expo. I don't know what some realtors here might not be from Lagos, but for those that are from Lagos, you should understand meaning of expo. Exam malpractice. That whatever people used to sneak in. They say, yeah, let me see. That's what's called expo. By qualifying a client, even if you're not going to ask 100 questions, ask three basic questions. You need to know their budget. You need to know whether they are first time buyers. You need to know how ready they are in buying. This will help you. Don't worry, tomorrow I will make a live call. You guys will see the type of questions I will ask, the way I will begin the call. Something called a sales flow. There's a sales flow. It has to be you cannot present, you cannot qualify, you cannot put a call to action before you qualify. Because you need to know the category where you put them. Whether this is a cold lead or is a warm lead or is a hot lead. But let's get to tomorrow. Let me continue with the books. Okay, I've not mentioned psychology of selling. Psychology of selling. Please, you need to get that book by Brian Tracy. Let me just. I'm talk. I'm not mentioned. Sell like Senhant. Hmm. One of the sell like Senhant. That's by Ryan Senhant. That's one of the biggest realtor in the world. Guy is so big that he even did a Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to be a top realtor, do what top realtors do. If you check the car of a top realtor, you will see books there. You see their office, you see book there. Their house, you see book there. The kind of movies they watch. You want to be a top realtor, do what the top realtors do. You want to be a billionaire, do what the billionaire habits. What type does a billionaire what? What kind of food? What kind of lifestyle? Do they do a workout? Do they drink a lot of water? Oh my God. Let's proceed. For podcasts, oh, okay, I'm getting signal that we have 10 minutes more. We are not going to finish in 10 minutes. We are going to add extra minutes because we are not done, but we are rounding up. So for podcasts, you can watch podcasts on sales roles. You can watch podcasts on sales roles. Tomorrow I will highlight the type of podcast. This will help you just prepare your mind. If you are waking up in the morning, imagine waking up, reading your abundance affirmation. You are mirroring. You are looking at yourself in the mirror. You are speaking. You are speaking what you have not achieved, as if you have achieved it. You are not saying I am going to. You are saying I have made 1 billion naira this year. I have gotten that real estate contract. I have done what nothing anybody can say that day that will ruin your day. You have prepared your mind. Okay, so I think for that um, now let's go to the sales related part, and I'm going to make it very short. The sales related part is supposed to be very long, but I cannot talk about sales when your mindset to sell is not right. In fact, this mindset, Sandra, please note it down. We have to do an entire training, and that training we are going to call it um, um, mindset marathon. So that training I can make it an 8 hours training. It is if even if at the end of that training I have one person left, I know that person I am going to offload all I have for that one person. It's not something we can't the mindset mastery, identity engineering, all of those trainings are not what you take within 1 hour. Because if you are not in the right state of mind up here, you have lost a deal even before you picked up the call. You are telling yourself, what if the client says no? What if the client says yes? Our number one problem from not selling is not in the outward. Our number one reason why we are not hitting our target is not due to any factor. We are our own problem. We are the reason we are not hitting our target. You are in your office, you are looking at your vision board, eh? The things you have put there that you want to achieve, you are looking at your goals. Made 1 billion December 2025, and this is September, and you are looking at your sales. Your sales is not up to 100 million. Will you be sleeping when you see that? You will not. We are one. Be looking at your vision board. Let it be scaring you. If you want to relax and put your head on the table and sleep, once you see it like this, you will slap yourself back to reality that Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí n sun owó wèrè. God should not allow me sleep rubbish sleep. Don't mind me, my trainings are dramatic. In fact, that's why I like physical training. All this one I cannot be doing drama on YouTube. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been getting a lot of questions on Cozy Events Limited. What are we trying to achieve? What is the brand all about? You guys introduced a new product. Can you tell us about the new product? Now, the objective of this last part of the training is to tell and teach realtors how to sell with credibility by knowing the company story. You cannot sell what you do not know. You cannot sell, you don't know where we are coming from, and the client is saying, ah, how well do you know this company? And you say, ah, I don't just, I know the owner of the company, sha. I think I should be able to vouch for him. No, that deal has been lost. So you need to really know, and that is another difference between a top realtor and a regular realtor. A top realtor don't sell everything. In fact, that is another thing. They don't sell everything, even if it's just three. And those are the three they are selling for. They know everything about that company. They know when the owner of the company started real estate. They know everything. And by knowing everything, they can vouch for that company. They become a part of that company. They go to their events. The company call them to host events, to facilitate events and all of that. So now this is our story as a company. Cozy Events Limited is not a new company. I'm sorry. Cozy Events have been around since 2019. We started with the name Cozy Events Center. Originally, we started with creating a property marketplace where clients can source for properties that suit them. Then they reach out to us and we give them a personalized service. Ah, do you have client? Do you have a land in Abuja? They go to our website, they check land in Abuja, they contact us, and we provide that service. It was supposed to be just a property marketplace, but we expanded. Now we have gone beyond the age of property marketplace. Now we have gone into development. So we are still doing the property marketplace where we sell for other companies. Also, we have a department in charge of lease rents and shortlets. We also have a department for development. Now, so Cozy Events Limited is the umbrella company that houses all of these departments: the shortlet, rent, lease, the land and houses, the development, and the property marketplace. Cozy Aging Center remains the Cozy Aging Center remains the department in charge of the property marketplace. Okay, somebody is asking about the book. Okay, okay, there are movies. That's The Big Short, Pursuit of Happiness. I think which other movie did I mention? Big Short, Pursuit of Happiness, and The Founder. By maybe tomorrow, I will give us more real estate movies to watch. Please, very very important. You need to feed your mind. You need to feed your mind needs to be healthy for you to sell. If your mind is not healthy for you to sell because of lack of sleep, lack of value, lack of content, lack of knowledge, it affects you. So you are 10 times behind those that are fueling their minds, sleeping well, spending more time with family, watching content, reading books, have product knowledge. But you might be more presentable, you might talk better, you might have a better communication skill. But the only difference is they are ahead of you because they have a disciplined routine by doing all of these things I mentioned. So that is that for Cozy Havens Limited. So Havens Limited is the umbrella company of Cozy Havens Center, is the umbrella company of Cozy Havens Rent Short Let Lease, and is the umbrella company of Cozy Havens Limited, which is in charge of development. And we have our flagship estate in Ido, Ibadan. I've been getting a lot of questions, and I said, you know what, guys, just wait. I will touch each and every of those questions today. And the truth is, I'm even preparing what I call a Novaro Realtors playbook. What are you going to get in the Novaro Realtors playbook? You are going to have everything you need to know on the estate. You are going to have information about the company, about the owner, the landmarks. You're also going to have call. You are going to have call scripts. So let me put it. So I'm going to make it a book instead. So those that I said that I mentioned, I'll share some things. Let me just put it in just one single PDF. If you don't know how to call as a realtor, if you don't know what to say to a client when the client, hello, I saw your advert, you don't know what to say, you will see our script there. I will create a script for Novaro Hills. You are reading it. Hello, good morning. You showed an interest in Novaro Hills Estate in Ido Ibadan. But what if you don't know what to say, just read the script like this. Then you learn how to qualify. Then when the client start asking you all those big, big questions and objections start coming in and you want to run away, don't worry, don't run away. I have created over 60 objections. The reason I do most of these things is I like going the extra mile because as a realtor, you have to be 10 times, 10 step ahead of your client. What is this client's desire? What is this client's pain point, desire, fears, frustration? What can this client ask me that I will not have answers to? A lot of realtors, when we read the FAQ, we just feel we are okay. You read the FAQ, you read about the company, and you're contented. But there are so many questions that clients can ask you. There are so many reasons that client might not buy that are not in the FAQ. So I have proactively thought of these things and I have created over 60 objections on questions clients can ever ask you on Novaro Hills. Then frequently asked questions, you are going to have call scripts, you are going to have a WhatsApp DM, sorry, WhatsApp script, you are going to have a DM script, you are going to have an elevator pitch, you are going to have a pitch deck, you are also going to have an intro. So I don't even know whether I should add a 30 days follow-up content calendar. It's going to be a lot of work, but I'll do it. And that's because I want everybody here to sell acres to make money. Because as you are selling for the company, we also we are well our job is to make sure you are happy too. So another question I've been getting is Cozy Evans, you guys just started now. I don't trust the product. No, Cozy Evans Limited started as a company in 2019, but the owner of Cozy Havens and the staff that we have as a company to run or give you this particular product called Novaro Hills, we have over 30 years or close to 40 years of real estate experience. So we starting this project, we didn't just bring people that just started real estate yesterday. For every department is headed by veterans that have been in real estate for long. From the CEO of the company who has over 11 years in real estate, down to the legal, down to the HR, down to the accountant. I was reading a message the client sent to me. The client said when I got my receipt, I was saying, It is only in America you usually get a portal. Do you understand? I got my receipt. You now even gave me access to a portal where I can be seeing the breakdown of my receipt. And we told him that when we decided to start this company, we ought to have started a long time ago. But we're putting a lot of work in the back end. Back end. How can we? So the idea is, as a realtor, ask yourself, or as an individual, ask yourself, what is everybody doing that I can do differently? Or you ask yourself, what is nobody doing? So it's either you are doing what nobody is doing, or you choose to do what everybody is doing, but you choose to do yours different. And those were some of the things that guided a lot of our decision. As we are starting Cozy Agents, I don't want manual. The realtor will call me, sir, I've not seen my commission. All of those things were factored in. So we decided to start with a CRM. So when the client got his receipt, he said 24 hours, Williams, I got my receipt. I even got a portal where I can see the breakdown of my receipt. I said, yes, this is how we choose to do it in a very unique way that you have not experienced. In fact, I can even share the screenshot of the chat. He was so happy. So we are bringing in a lot of uniqueness. Realtors commission, you get that within 48 hours. If you don't see your commission within 48 hours, we created an escalation group chat, because we are not doing just one group chat like everybody. We created a community. So there's a group chat for FAQ and FAQ. We have a group chat for commission and incentives. We have a group chat for resources. For the resources, you have your flyers. Now our videos are ready. We have 3 videos that are ready that we are going to send to the group chat so that everybody can start making use of. We have videos. We have brochure. Frequently asked questions. We are giving you a link. That link, you can download the frequently asked questions and all the objections, so that when you are selling this product, you don't need to call anybody from this company to say, I don't know how to do, or I don't know about everything. We sat down for months preparing for you, just to make sure you enjoy a seamless, never seen experience with us. So most definitely, we have a combined over 30 years combined experience in real estate. And for those that are just meeting Mr. Property, you are welcome. And for those that know Mr. Property, that if you give them mic now, they can say small history of Mr. Property. Please enter the chat and say dodo. Enter that chat and say dodo. If you have known Mr. Property for more than 5 years, type dodo. And when I reached out to a lot of people that, oh, Mr. Property, they say, sir, just send me every detail. It's long overdue. And I said, long overdue or not, we don't work with people's time. You will know when you are ready. You will know when things are ready. And for us to even get this particular project called Novaro Hills, it took us close to 2 years. It sounds funny, but it is true. Due diligence, due diligence, due diligence, due diligence, family due diligence, court due diligence, surveyor general's office, ministry of land, just because we don't want people, the first product we are doing, they'll be chasing us with knife, chasing us. No, I don't want realtors to go to site and they'll be harassing them. So it took us time, a lot of properties that we checked. And the community we didn't buy those properties from were telling us that, so who do you people think you are? That's how the others are buying. I said, no, we cannot. It's our first product. So we have factored your safety in place. We have factored seamlessness in place. If you have, if you sell now, all you need to do is just click on the Google Sheet for sales upload your payment. We have CRMs in the background that are seeing your payment. They will capture your payment, enter it in the CRM. The accountant sees your payment, processes the receipts, then you get your alert within between 24 to 48 hours. We are not here to play. We are here to change the narrative that you don't have to sweat. And the beautiful thing about this is, the person that is doing this is a realtor, because I'll not use words. I'm still a realtor. So we have factored in the issues and the reasons why realtors choose not to sell certain properties. We have factored all of that in, and there are areas that we have put things in place, resources in place to avoid. And yes, Cozy Evans Limited is new, but we can boast of Over 3,000 happy clients home and abroad. We are benchmarking it at 3,000 because if we mention 5,000 now, people think we're exaggerating. But somebody like myself cannot be in real estate for over 11 years, and we cannot have, except you are not good at selling. And one of my favorite skill is selling. So yes, these are not inflated figures, but we are marking it at over 3,000 happy clients. And yes, we have sold to people both in Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, Ogun. I've even sold Asaba. I sold Port Harcourt. I sold Delta. I sold Nasarawa. Which location again? There's hardly any state in Nigeria that I have not sold. Kwara or Osun. Do you understand? And as a company, please, I am typing the principles we are working with. If at the end of the day we do not live up to these principles that I'm putting in the comment section, please hold us accountable. We are not going to be too big to attend to you. Say, you will not have money now. You don't answer, you don't respond to. No, I said I've not been paid. Nobody's responding to me. No, we want accountability because we said we choose to do things differently. So the principles we are working with is value number one, trust, transparency, innovation, and legacy. And this applies to what we are selling, the people that are selling them, and the people that are buying from us. So we are working on this principle, value, trust, transparent, transparency, innovation, and legacy. So our focus right now is transparency, trust, and community building. We are not just buying another regular land. And people are asking, when will it develop? When will it? We have not even sold one plot before we did our clearing. I have some friends that are in the game that are saying, Williams, you too do. You go first sell the land, make money. Then at the land, you go come dey take the develop am, clear am. Who clears land before they start selling? No, I am not. I'm not trying to paint an imaginary picture that after we have cleared this land. No, I want you to. Let me clear the land. I want you to be seeing the future where our land stops. You can imagine. You can picture the development by seeing a cleared land. So you know that okay, these guys are starting work instantly. Immediately we acquired, we started clearing. Even from the video that we shot, you guys will see the large expanse. So it's not limited. We cleared, and that is money. That is just to paint an imaginary picture of what we are bringing to Novaro Hills. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I have covered that. Now, people will ask me, where is Novaro Hills? Novaro Hills is located right there in Ido, Ibadan. I want to thank my Ibadan people. Part of this training, God bless you. Ibadan has been a very welcoming state. They don't open their arms like this and say, "Oh, yeah, come, 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 pẹ̀lẹ́ ọmọ mi. We have been waiting for you." Very, very warm, warm, warm state. And Ido is a very warm community. Headache free, headache free. It has been super seamless so far. So the estate is located in Ido, Ibadan. People ask me, where is Ido? What's happening in Ido? We didn't wait for 2 years to sell a bush to you people. We waited for fully 2 years to give you people an absolute gold mine. Novaro Hills is located in an absolute gold mine. We are having our mega tour on Saturday. Sandra, please share the link of the site inspection. Share it on the chat. We're having a mega tour on Saturday. So don't let me say, Mr. Property, this man is trying to sell to me. Sell on this. No, you will go there and see it for yourself. We did not wait for 2 years to sell you a bush. We got you something. Ido itself is a local government. It's not one small village somewhere. Ido is a local government. After this training, please do your research on Ido. Ido, they get between 20 to 24 hours like daily. So it's a town booming with activity, is a town that is booming with A lot of companies have their branch in Ido because of the electricity. You know, Nigerians, they used to follow lights. A lot of people that have cold room in Ibadan, their what cold room is in Ido because of the 24 hours light. So it's surrounded by landmarks. If you are coming from Ibadan, it's a straight road for you. Ológun ẹrú, Ẹlẹ́bú, Ìdíomi, Ẹlẹ́yẹlé is a straight road down to Ido. Bodija, that road, straight road, you are just going straight down. Nogbalaga, bam, straight. You are going straight down. Don't mind my slang, oh. As much as we are doing welter, whatever, some of us are not. We don't, for trainings like this, we don't try to claim posh. So it's a straight road from Ibadan. You're not breaking a sweat. Then from those going for those going to coming through Lagos, you coming through New Garage, the Alawakala Road. On that Alawakala Road, you drive straight down, then you turn at Lakunle to your right, as if you are going to Akpata. So when you turn at Lakunle, you get to Omiadio. The Omiadio junction is, you know, if you are going straight, that means you are going to Abeokuta. Don't worry, we do a design for the road map as well, but I'm just explaining. That Omiadio junction, please do not go past that junction, Omiadio junction, else you'll be going to Abeokuta. You will see there's a church. You just turn as if you are going to Apata. Then on that Apata road is straight down to Idu. Like very easy to get. The Omiadio where you are turning, that's where the train station is. Some call it the Omiadio train station, some call it the Ladoke Akintola train station. So that explains the location. The location is an absolute gem. In fact, I am on top of the world that we're able to acquire that location. Now, what are we selling? What is the size of the land? So the entire phase one that we are looking at is 20 acres. Some people say, ah, but this is a back end information. They are not supposed to be telling. No, let me tell. I'm. That's why I said the part of the principle we are working with is transparency. There's nothing we are doing as Novaro Hills that a realtor wants to know about that we will not disclose. That way, when you are now speaking, you are speaking from a place of knowledge, not a place of assumption. Do you understand? So that is the phase one. The phase one is just 20 acres before we step onto the Novaro Royale, which will be facing the road. And that one is in the works. We're introducing that very soon. Now, so what are the plot sizes available? We have the 500 square meters and we have the 300 square meters. The 500 square meters is selling at 2 million all inclusive. I am not crazy because some developers are saying Williams. So the idea is the reason why we made it so affordable from the very beginning, ladies and gentlemen, is so that we can draw people closer. People are saying, ah, I cannot afford this. I can. What can you provide that will fall within the affordability bracket of a regular Nigerian? We decided to make it 2 million naira all inclusive. The price of the land is 1 million, the other fees is 1 million. Most of the people here, you know how it works. Realtors only earn on the land. The land is 1 million. The breakdown of the other fees includes, ladies and gentlemen, we are not giving a provisional survey, we are giving a registered survey. That's why I said we are going the extra mile. We are trying to create a product your client can trust. Provisional survey, even if everybody giving some provisional survey, no. You are giving your client a registered survey. So the other 1 million, you have your registered survey, you have your documentation, and you have your developmental fee. Your client might ask you, what does the developmental fee cover? The developmental fee covers access road. We are going to be clearing the road, paved road. Then it covers perimeter fencing. Then it covers basic early development like gatehouses, security, CCTV, like that. So we are trying to avoid the mistake a lot of people make by making other fees too expensive. When you get to that point when people are ready to build and you need other basic development, you guys can come together. So cannot make that decision unilaterally. You cannot make that decision now and decide that let me tell people to pay 5 million for infrastructure. They are not going to live there now. They are charging them for in five. You are charging them 5 million, and when you are now ready to now do that infrastructure, cement that was selling for 2 naira is now 2,000 naira. You now send them a mail that they should pay more. So the best thing is to avoid that from the very beginning. Do the basic development. Now, the estate is a buy and build. So, with the basic development we are having, there's security, there's perimeter fencing, there's gatehouse, the road is accessible. Anybody can buy, get allocation, and start building. We don't do, no, you cannot build, oh, you cannot fence around, oh, no. If we allocate you today and you are done paying, you can start building, you can fence your land round, as long as you have gotten the necessary approvals from the government agencies, building approvals from the government agencies. Once you have gotten that, you can start building. So it is a buy and build estate. There are houses around, there's a poultry around, there's electrification around. When we get to the estate on Saturday, you guys will see it with your koro eyes. So what else? I think I've covered the survey, the registered survey, the documentation, and developmental fee. So developmental fee for 300 square meters, the price of land for 300 square meters is 500,000, while the documentation is 800,000. So for the 300 square meters, the developmental fee is um, is lesser than the 500 square meters. So for the 300 square meters, you have 300,000 for the registered survey. The documentation is 100,000. Then the developmental is 400 compared to 500 square meters where the developmental fee is 600,000. So for people asking landmarks around Ido, Ido is well placed. Ido is around the Ladoke Akitola train station. You have the Eleyele Dam and waterworks. You have the Polytechnic. You have the Eleyele Market. You have the Jericho GRA. You have Ido Market. There's an FRSC close to the place. NYSC Secretariat. Please don't make me continue. It is in the middle of development. I don't want to stress it more than this. Say our gas mount, Mr. Property's mouth is too sweet. No, Saturday till they turn, all of us will see it. So, ladies and gentlemen, somebody said, okay, sir, tell us what makes Novaro Hills different. So we sat down. Remember, I said, is that you are doing what everybody is doing and you do yours differently, or you do what nobody else is doing? So, what are the pain points of clients? For clients, we look at affordability. We said, you know what? For clients to even love us enough to test us, let's first bring their eyes closer. We decided to make a 500 square meters 2 million naira, all inclusive. Once few of the clients have been allocated, they can see that these guys are for real and everything. Then they can now trust, because there's no better marketing than word of mouth. If your client say calls this or brother and say, I bought land from these people, they are good to go, the client is 90% higher likely to buy than when their brother sees an advert on Instagram. Word of mouth and testimonial, they are the best mode of marketing. So we decided that let's provide an unforgettable personalized service. So affordability, we made it super affordable. And we didn't just make it affordable by making it 2 million. We said, okay, for the next 6 months, sef, we are giving you an interest-free payment plan. Your clients will not pay extra 1 naira. But the most important is for that 6 month payment plan, they have to pay something every month. Do you understand? If they don't pay in a particular month, there's a 5% default. Because when we make it affordable like that, it's not that there's any profit from our end, but because we are using it to encourage installment. And that's why we are not putting 0 to 3% outright, 3 months to this, 5%, 6 months to this. Not a lot of clients will not be able to make it. So we don't want something that will break the bank or break their back. Ah, see, I almost rhymed there. Oh. Break the bank, break the bank, or break their back. Hey, Sarah. know what I mean? I'm just messing around. So they are trying to just create a product. So it's a problem solving product. Problem solving product. Affordability, yes. Your client will say, ah, I hope it's not inside jungle, jungle, jungle. It took us 2 years to get a strategic location that is very nearby. So we took care of strategic location. So that makes that makes the product very unique. Another issues that clients usually have is seamless process, seamless purchase product. When do I get this? When do I get that? When do I get this? I am calling your people. They are not replying. Well, we created the product in such a way that you don't even need to reach out to anybody. You have our subscription form, fill it, give it to your realtor uploads it on the sales upload. We have people, we have people in the back end, not one person, not two persons, people in the back end that once they get notification like this, immediately you upload. A mail drops on our CRM, a mail drops on our Google Sheet as well. So we have like three different portals that will get your payments immediately. And we have accountability people. One person is, if this person is not doing it, another person is doing it. So three persons cannot miss your payment. Once your payment comes in like this, bounce, they swing into action. Immediately, the accountant is preparing your receipt. Immediately, the accountant is preparing your commission. Ladies and gentlemen, we factored all this into it. We factored seamless purchase, seamless process. Then another issue clients usually have is security and title. It took us 2 years. I tell anybody that is ready to listen, I said, do you think it is easy? Well, is this are you sure it's the same land? I have friends in the industry that were laughing at, is it the same land? You better start. You better start. Some of us started, then we did this later with the government. I said no, no. So it took us that long. Because you know how people talk. It's the owner is a lawyer and he didn't take measures, he was not careful, he didn't do this, he's now selling product that is no. I'm not a perfect person, I'm not trying to be perfect, but I will not allow people suffer for my negligence. So we took a lot of time, and not just in any location, in a strategic, eco-friendly location. So if your client wants to buy, they are asking the type of clients that can buy from you, diasporans can buy from you. Parents can buy for their children for to build generational wealth. Investors can buy from you because that location has more than 100% return on investment within 12 months. And within 24 months, it has between 150% to 200% return on investment. So investors are not interested in one plots, they are going for acres. And we have evidence to show, even before we even launched, 2 acres was 2 acres went just because we just put it on our timeline last song. Do you understand? So this is how it works. A lot of people, and the reason why that person bought that amount is because the person is from Ibadan. So the person said, Williams, don't tell me about Ido. I should be schooling you on Ido. So trust me, I am buzzing about that location. And very soon, maybe on Saturday, a lot of you will see the reason why I'm buzzing about the location. So we made this process so seamless. If you are part of the MVP group chat, I will share the screenshot of my chat with that client who said, Williams, it is only in US that I usually see this kind of payment process. I got my receipt, I got an invoice, I now got a portal. Hmm. Let us not blow our own, but we know what we are bringing to the table. We are not bringing anyhowness for you. We are not trying to force you to sell a product just because you are friends with the company or you are friends with the owner. We've done extensive work. The extensive work we've done is expensive, but that is the sacrifice we are willing to take. What other question have I been asked? So some realtors have asked me, sir, I need tools. The nature of this our job is tools. Give me videos, give me flyers, give me this. We have enough of that. In fact, when did we shoot the videos? Ladies and gentlemen, we shot videos on Wednesday. 3 videos on Wednesday. The videos are ready today. The videos are ready today. You know why? Fa- we are fast tracking everything. fast tracking all of the things we are doing is more expensive, but because you need, as a realtor, you need resources to fire. You cannot be sending one flyer, one this flyer give you in fact resources go bulk. With three videos, we shot the three on Wednesday, and we made sure that today, Friday, within 2 days, those three videos are ready. After this training, on the group chat, those videos will be shared. In fact, we are going to share the Google link where you can download it from. The reason for that is if we share those videos directly, WhatsApp will reduce the quality. And we see that in a lot of realtors videos because they are share. Like I said, we are doing our own things differently. We are not doing like everybody else. So we share you the Google link. You click on the Google link, you download the realtors version of the video, you put your number, and you start selling. We're also going to be sharing this FAQ and all the things I spoke about. I will also share it there. I will share over 60 objections on Novaro Hills. I will share it there as well. Then you also get objection guide, roadmap, Google Map, location link, and all of that. So I think that's covered. So a lot of realtors have been asking that answer. We have been talking about everything. Commission is like this thing is we need to be motivated. I said, of course. Who wants to work for free? So we are not putting any familiarity. We want to make sure that you are very satisfied. 2 million naira all inclusive, and the realtor said, "Sir, how are you able to manage to squeeze out 15%?" I said, God is our backbone, God is our strength. So that's why I said the current price we are selling is only for 30 plots. If we do more than 30 plots, then the company will be running at a loss. But um, for realtors, you know how this thing works. Just give a taste of a product. Let the client, just like you're cooking a delicious soup, you now use the tip of your spoon to touch that spoon soup. You now put it, you now lick it. You want to just test the product. If you enjoy the product, if it is mind blowing, and you are getting your commission within 24 hours or 48 hours, we know what you guys can do. We know your capacity. Somebody was telling that, sir, I don't know about every other person. Just set aside 3 acres for me. If I put my name on it and attach my commission, we know what you guys are capable. That's why we're going to give you resources, and that's why we have decided that your commission is going to be enviable. The price of the land is small, but we will not tamper with your commission. So somebody asked me, sir, is there a commission structure? The commission is 15%. So if you're not coming through anybody, you get your 15%. But if your downline, there's a downline that is coming through you, then the downline gets 12%, then you get 3%. Do you understand? The most important thing is we are not surpassing the 15% because we want to be in business too. But your incentives, we went all out. We went all out. As we have sorted your commission to make sure it is good to go and everybody's happy, your commission, we decided to make it an achievable target. And we have shared that on the group chat. We are going to share it again this night. And the most important thing is we want to make sure everybody is happy. Now, for the first set of realtors that have sold for us this week, just congratulate yourself because you have automatically qualified for the Dr. Malik's YouTube training. You have sold a plot, you have automatically qualified for Dr. Malik's YouTube training. No matter the initial deposit, even if the client should pay 200,000, you have qualified for Dr. Malik's YouTube training. So if you're a realtor, if if you don't have a functional YouTube, aside your incentive, aside your commission, you also qualify automatically for Dr. Malik's YouTube training. That is one. Then two, another bonus that I am just telling you guys now. It's not something we have in motion before. Before I started this training, somebody said, "Sir, what if I take? What if I carry a client to site now and the client buy immediately. Is there anything for me? I said, okay, do that for me and I will give you a money incentive for my end just to say thank you. Now you are not only going to get a money incentive, you are going to get two money incentives. If you take a client to site that day, the client makes a purchase, that's one incentive. You are also going to get an additional incentive if you can get a testimonial video from that client, get that client's consent, then you send us that testimonial video with the consent that we can post testimonials to. Because at this stage we are starting new, so we need visibility. So you get three incentives apart from your normal incentive that comes with meeting your target, aside your commission. If you sell a plot with an initial deposit, if you sell a plot, you automatically get Dr. Malik's training. That's one. If you take a client to site and client makes a purchase that same day, you get an incentive from the CEO. So I'm calling this the CEO's package. The CEO's package, you get an incentive, a money incentive from the CEO, and you also get an additional incentive if you can get a testimonial video from your client and a consent from that client. So you are getting extra three incentive apart from your incentive and your commission. Why are we doing this? We are doing this to make everybody happy. And we have sorted the pain points of the client, and we also created solutions for pain points for realtors. How do we get to site? There's a mega inspection on Saturday, and after that inspection, we are going to be having weekly inspections. But the most important thing is you need to register for the inspection. There's a site inspection link. Please, you need to fill that inspection because we use that back end to make arrangements, to make logistics arrangements, to make refreshment arrangements. So please, it is very important. Um, you cannot call out of the blues and say, I want to go to inspection tomorrow. We don't work that way. So, like I said, we are creating a structure, a system, and strategies. So, we work by what we call the three S's. The three S's is what guide us on what to do. So, we check our system. Oh, site inspection, 20 inspections booked. Those are the 20 inspections that will be, those are the people we give priority to. It's not that we will not take it for the inspection, but those 20 we have priority. It's not about is it that these people don't need money? No, but we have to do things the right way because that's the way it's supposed to be. Do you understand? So please, registration is key. All you need to do is just fill that site inspection for yourself and your client, and you are covered. So it's very important. So we have made arrangement for site inspection. We have made inspection for timely payment of commission. If your client don't get their receipts within the 48 hours mark, go to the escalation group chat and escalate. There's also a special email dedicated for this purpose. It's called support at cozyagentlimited.com. Support at cozyagentlimited.com is the mail designated, so you can raise your concern there. There's somebody on seat ready to attend to you. Or the escalation group chat, all of the people that will attend to you are on the escalation group chat. So everybody will swing into action. So I think we've sorted every issue. The receipt process is seamless. For our allocation processes, we say yes, clients can get an instant allocation. If they have made an initial deposit within 1 month, which is before they make the next payment, they can get an instant allocation because we want to change the narrative that this is possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very, very lengthy training. Thank you for trusting the brand. Thank you for choosing to represent us. If you're yet to join the Realtors group chat, I don't want to say you're going to be missing out because we are bringing loads and loads of goodies. We are talking about trainings, digital marketing trainings, construction. A lot of trainings are coming to that group chat, and you don't get real time information in the group chat because all of the group chats we have they have been designated this group chat for this. If you are yet to get your incentive or you want to know the incentive we are going doing, just go to the incentive group chat. We see the incentives we have available. If you need resources, there's a group chat for that. If you need to escalate, we have a group chat for that. So we don't want a situation where we have one group chat attending to all of this. It will be messy. So we are doing ours differently. Thank you for your time. If you have further questions for me, please write it down. Write your question down. The day two of this training is going to happen tomorrow, and the day two too. Yes, should I say, I don't want to say the favorite part of the training because now we are talking about selling, psychology of selling. If you don't know how to sell, if you have never sold real estate in your life, you have to be at tomorrow's training. If you have never ever sold real estate in your life, you need to be at tomorrow's training. You need to be at tomorrow's training because we are going to talk about psychology of selling. You need to know how investors think. You need to know how the clients think. You need to know the pain points, where they are going, their objections. You need to know how to make a sales call. You need to know how to talk with confidence. You need to know how to schedule an appointment. You need to know how to learn how to present. All of those things, we are going to be covering it tomorrow in detail. So trust me, if I am in your shoes, I will never want to miss that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You have been wonderful. You have been fantastic. I enjoyed every bit of this training. For those not here, we are going to share the link on the group chat. So please, for the first part of this video, let them just fast forward it because we didn't start the training early. We started like maybe 15 minutes after because of the network issue. That's that's not an excuse, but subsequent ones will not be like that. Thank you so much for your understanding. God bless you so much. I will see you tomorrow, Mr. Property. Pumba. Oh, okay. Nice one. Okay, you mean tomorrow 20th? Yes. There's a training tomorrow. Training. There is a training tomorrow. Starts by 6. We start by 6 to 8. The mega tour, the mega tour 2, Nuvaro Hills, is next week Saturday, not tomorrow. Next week Saturday. Next week Saturday. So we're supposed to have the Ibadan one separately, Lagos one separate, but we later decided to have all of the inspections together. So we are having all of the inspections together and it is holding when next Saturday. Thank you so much, everybody. If you have further questions, like I said, note down your questions. We are going to be taking every question. Note down your question. We will cover it tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you.